CBS Sports presents the U.S. Army Postgame Show.
The Hawkeyes, in dominating fashion, defeat the Gophers 41-3 and lay claim to the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy for the 10th time in the last 11 meetings of this storied rivalry. As we welcome you into the U.S. Army Postgame Show, Adam Zucker back alongside Aaron Taylor, Rick Neuheisel, Brian Jones. Whichever aspect of the football game you're into, Iowa dominated it. And, defense, special teams, all three phases, like we talked about. And they did not take their foot off the gas.
Deep, dark despondency for those Gophers heading back to Minneapolis.
Misery.
Some of that as well. Didn't have that on my bingo card, a complete wipeout of the Gophers. I thought this would be a fair fight. It was all but that.
Listen, Iowa's now alive in the Big Ten race. Yep. And we talked about the CFP looking for a fourth team from the Big Ten. Put Iowa on that list of candidates, right? USC's going to fight for a spot. Michigan's going to fight for a spot. But Iowa, with the way they're playing, remember, their close margin of defeat to Indiana. They kicked a field goal to take the lead late and missed it. Unfortunately, this is a really good football team. And next week, here comes Oregon.
Yep. The loss to Iowa State's the killer for them going forward, probably.
And they have USC after that. In the era of the playoff that we're going to enter, boys, it's going to be about peaking at the right time. Iowa appears to be doing that. Earlier on in the year, they were trying to find themselves defensively. They were trying to figure out things offensively. Now, certainly, they're going to have to be able to score more points than we've seen them do at times, but they found all sort of ways to score today. Iowa's a dangerous team because they're getting better week by week, and that makes them very dangerous. To your point, Rick, with Oregon and USC on the docket, if you're a fan of either of those teams, you do not want to play this team right now.
And they kind of force you to play their game.
Yep.
They kind of force you to play their game.
Well, they need to win one of those two that you just mentioned to jump back into this thing and be, I think, confirmed for the CFP. They definitely need to win one of those two.
And you
I'm
see
going to confirm them.
They get a week off now.
Yes.
Man.
Also, nice week off before they get the Ducks at their place.
That's going to be an interesting game. We saw Indiana go in there and out-physical the Ducks. The way Iowa played tonight, it wouldn't shock you to see the same thing happen.
Rick, you mentioned that they force you to play their game. What Iowa does is they coerce you out to the deep end. They want you to play in the deep water, and just like a boa constrictor, they strangle you. They are so fundamentally sound. They don't make mistakes. They fight through blocks. They cross face. They cancel gaps. They tackle well on the defensive side of the ball, and they're now running the football better. This offensive line, you heard Gary say it, could be the best in the Big Ten.
They're singing from the Phil Parker hymnal now.
Man, it should be.
But they do everything that people think is boring. You turn on that film, you and I are sharing clips. I was like, man, I'm watching the guys just take on zone block. That's how you're supposed to do it. Tim, our producer, give me something better. No, doesn't get any better than this. This right here is
you're throwing
catnip.
Tim under the bus.
Yes, I'm throwing him under the bus.
We're finally giving Tim a shout-out after a 41-3 game. So let's look at their
That's
defense.
all I got.
Their defense was just laying the lumber, though, through the zeros on the clock, BJ.
Well, they hit, and AT just mentioned it, man. Everything is fundamentally sound. Guys are where they need to be. If I got underneath coverage, I'm going to get underneath. You get a pick right there at the start of the second half. Look at this. Four-man rush. Somebody beats his block. He's going to get in and put pressure on the quarterback. Watch all these guys get to the ball. How many black jerseys? 4 or 5 guys there. Meet me there, beat me there. And they do it better than anyone. I mean, taking on blocks, striking and shedding, making sure you're in the proper gap. They are one of the best at doing all of those things.
Recall, this is a Minnesota team that looked really good a week ago, beating Nebraska.
They only gave up 6 points.
Yep.
Yeah. This is phenomenal stuff, and they can build on it because this is their culture. This is exactly who they are. They don't change.
Nope.
There are clunkers, unfortunately, in their seasons over the years where maybe keeps them from the big prizes. But in a 12-team field, if they can find a way to do this to Oregon and SC the next couple of weeks, put them right in the head of the class.
What did Notre Dame just do to SC? They bullied them with their running game. Over 300 yards rushing. That's exactly what I was going to attempt.
They're good on the lines of scrimmage, and I'll finish with this. They get 5-star production out of 2- and 3-star players. If you gave Phil Parker the rosters in Athens or the roster in Tuscaloosa, he would get the same exact, if not better, production. NFL scouts and teams love the players that come to Iowa because they know how to play the game, and it translates perfectly to the NFL.
And they're knocking on a decade now under Phil Parker, who's been there longer, but a decade of under 20 points a game allowed now every year, and building into that average here today.